Hi, Kerry Grinkmeyer here, still at the beach down at Watercolors on the Panhandle of Florida. And I just saw an interesting interview with Jim Cramer and the CEO of Nvidia, Jinsoo Huang. I believe that's the correct pronunciation of it. And it kind of opened my eyes up into a total new aspect of what Nvidia is doing and what the potential of the product that they're producing is, what they call the Omniverse, which will fit into the metaverse. And it's going to change the way a lot of industries are run, a lot of businesses are run. And I wanted to share it with you. And I wanted to, it really challenged me to ask the question, who is going to be the next $2 trillion company? We've got a number of $1 trillion companies, but not too many true trillion. So who's going to be the next one? Will it be Tesla? There's a good possibility. And then will it be Nvidia? So let me tell you who I'm betting on and why I'm betting on them. And that's what we're going to cover in this video. I think we've got some very exciting times in front of us, and I think there's going to be a lot of people who are surprised at what's going to happen over the next 10 years. So I'm not your financial advisor. I'm here to entertain and to educate, and I'll be right back with you.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
Okay, there may be another dark horse in there that will hit the $2 trillion mark. I think most people would bet on Tesla. If I do my math right, Tesla's currently at roughly $1,200 a share. They would hit the market capitalization of $2 trillion when the price gets to $1,818. Again, if I did my math right. I think most people would say that's going to happen. That's a given. Don't get too concerned about that. I'm not so sure. I think there's some rough roads ahead for Tesla because the competition is now coming out of the woodwork, and some very strong companies are going to put a product out there that will compete with Tesla, and it's going to be a different atmosphere than I think they have enjoyed over the last 3 years. But Nvidia is something different, and I think it has changed my opinion as to what the real growth areas in the stock market are and in the economy are in the future. It has added to my excitement over the biotech industry and the movement from medical care to medical cure as a result of genome sequencing and genome editing. And then it's also entering into the area of such importance that we bring our supply chain back into the United States. And I think Nvidia's product is going to help in that, as well as I think that 3D printing and robotics are going to help on that. But let's take a look a little deeper at what Nvidia's Omniverse is all about and what its place in the metaverse is going to be. And that's where I think some huge opportunities lie. What I want to do is give you some excerpts from Jim Cramer's interview so that you can hear Jinsoo Huang's words as he spoke them. So watch this.
We want to simulate all factories in metaverses, in this Omniverse. We want to simulate plants in Omniverse. We want to simulate the world's power grids in the Omniverse. And by doing that, we could improve, we could decrease the amount of waste. And that's the reason why the economics are so good for companies. They're willing to invest a small amount of money to buy into this artificial intelligence capability, but what they save is hopefully hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars.
Right. Now, let's say I am a fast food company. I'm listening to this interview. Shouldn't I pick up the phone and call you and say, because I realize that there's one extra person whom the job I can't fill. It's not like you're throwing people out of work. There's far more jobs than there are people. But you are solving a major problem for so many customer service facing companies.
Every single drive-through, every single fast food restaurant, every single retail store, we should have automated avatars, agents that represent your brand, and we can teach this character how to be your brand and understand your business and provide excellent customer support all over the place.
No.
Okay, that's pretty exciting. I think the possibilities of putting this omniverse into plants and use of artificial intelligence and analyzing every movement of every production worker, whether it be an automobile or technology of any type of production, and making plants and production facilities much more efficient. By doing that and by interjecting 3D printing, I believe we can fix this supply chain and bring manufacturing back into the United States and put the United States back in a position where they can maintain their superpower status. If they don't do this, I think it's gone. And again, who is it going to? It's going to China. History tells us the superpower of the future will be whoever provides the countries of, particularly the emerging countries, with the goods and services that they need to generate their middle class. And I believe that China is in the best position to achieve that, unless through the metaverse, the omniverse, and the restructuring of manufacturing in the United States. I think that will be essential. So let's get back to the question, who's going to be the next $2 trillion company? As I said, Tesla would have to get a share value of $1,818 with their current level of shares out. Nvidia would have to go from its current price of $329 to a price of $800. That's a substantially larger gain than that of Tesla. But what I don't see here is any competition for Nvidia. I do not see anyone else, whether it be Intel or AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. I don't see it happening. So I see Nvidia as a rocket that is about to take off, and it's going to be assisted not only through its omniverse, but through the metaverse, because the applications of this chip that they are making, this GPU chip, built with artificial intelligence, is going to change so many aspects of our economy and of the world's economies. And if you don't own Nvidia and you have aspirations of being a millionaire, I would suggest you buy it. And even at what price? As I say, today it's selling for $329. I was late to the dance. I bought it at $300. I will be adding to it because I think this is a huge opportunity for those investors who are paying attention to how our world is going to change. Okay, that's my bit for the day. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up. That will help my algorithm, which will then put this video in front of more people by you saying, hey, I think this has some value. I'd also ask you to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get involved in our one-on-one discussions, come join us at our Patreon. And you can find that by going to Best of Us Investors and giving me your name and your email address, and I'll send you an invitation. Okay, it's a kind of a rainy day here today, but I need to get out and take Nita over to Seaside and get her a cup of coffee. And I think the sun's going to come out before the day is over. So I'll be talking to you again tomorrow.